Hello.
Hi, sir.
Hi. Welcome to my class. And um, who am I talking to?
Regine.
I did Natasha. Okay. I think before we start the class, I will introduce myself later after all the students come to the class, and I would like to hear from you, Regina Natasha. Would you like to introduce yourself, please?
Yes, sir. Is my voice lagging? Because my Wi-Fi is a bit down.
A little bit, but I
Uh,
can hear you clearly.
okay. My name is Regine, and I am 16 years old. I am in 11th grade, and I live in Jakarta, and I am hoping to get a 7 on my IELTS test to study abroad.
Oh, you are very, very young, Regine. And how can I call you? Is it Regine or Natasha?
Regine, yes.
Regine. It's very unique name.
Thank you.
Where does it from, Regine? I never heard that.
Uh, I don't really know, sir. I think my mom just like Regine. I don't know why.
Yeah. Maybe your mom was like, oh yeah, this sounds like very good, and I'm gonna take it for my kid.
Yes.
So you are in the third um, grade of high school.
Oh no, 2nd grade.
Oh my God, you are so young. And you realize to get IELTS from the very, I can say very big, very early. And
Yes.
yeah, I mean, a lot of young people should be like that.
Uh, a lot of my friends have taken the test, so I think I'm a bit back.
You're a bit late, or maybe
Yes.
you. So where are you going to study?
Um, I'm hoping I could get a scholarship to Australia, Melbourne.
Australia, Melbourne.
Yes.
Uh, really, they provide scholarship for undergraduates,
I'm going to apply on my 12th grade.
postgraduate. I'm sorry.
I'm going to apply next year.
Next year, yes. For your undergraduate program, right? In
Yes.
Indonesia, it's called S1.
Yes.
Yeah, I hope that. What major, Regine?
I think business and commerce.
Oh, have you seen the requirements?
Yes.
What are documents that they need you to upload or to submit?
I think the 11th grade report card and the IELTS result test.
The scores?
Yes,
The scores for IELTS? What is it?
5.5.
Yeah. For undergraduate and also in Australia, they do not ask you to hide, yeah,
Yeah,
for the IELTS. Yeah, I think you will get at least 7. I hope in this class you will get that.
thank you.
Well, I will come to you later, but I need to say hello to our doctor. Is it? Are you a doctor or a vet? Because yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, you could introduce
Hi,
yourself.
sir.
Okay.
Okay, my name is Sarah Tohida. You can call me Sarah. I'm a general practitioner at Hajj Hospital in East Jakarta. I have graduated from Faculty of Medicine Syarif Hidayatullah State Islamic University of Jakarta.
Dari Hidayatullah.
Okay.
So tell me, Doc, where are you going to continue study? Because you want to take IELTS, it means that you want to study abroad, right?
Not really.
Nah, not really.
The reason why I joined this class is because I want to fill my leisure time
Oh my God.
to learn about IELTS scores, especially for speaking skill as my biggest weakness. And maybe next year, I will continue master degree abroad, but I still don't have any plans yet.
Let me tell you though, you have a lot of plenty of opportunities to study abroad, especially in your field. They are looking for you. They are looking for people who work in the environment like yours. So I need you to be more focused if you really want to study abroad. So you from now on, you need to find the university that you want to apply to. So even if you have a chance, what nation or what country would you like to apply to for your postgraduate?
US or Netherlands, maybe.
Well, I think you gotta be careful with the US because their situation is not really it's really bad.
But the COVID pandemic, yeah.
Not only for the pandemic, but also for Asian people.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the Asian head kind of thing. And also for the Muslim people, they kind of ignorant for that. I mean, oh, I'm gonna be fine with it. No. Do you know that there's a postgraduate student from China and he got shot because of how bad the gun violence records in America.
Oh, yeah,
and you gotta be careful with that. I'm not saying I'm gonna scare you off and then you don't have and then you cannot go there, but you're always welcome to study in the United States. But seeing all the circumstance, we need to be careful. Okay.
Okay, well noted, sir.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I would like to talk about to you more, but apparently we have more students here, so I would like to go to Aulia. Hello. Yes.
Hello, Mr. Erlangga. I'm sorry in advance. I just got home after office. Can I pray first before?
Okay, go ahead, darling.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Before we, are you guys all full here? 6 students, or do we have more students? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think admin taught me that there are 6 students. Am I correct?
I think we are in 6 students.
Okay. Before we continue, I want to ask Rahmona and also Gerald, and also later earlier. In my class, you gotta speak English all the time, 100%. So no bahasa is allowed during this lesson. If you don't know the meaning of the words in our language, you just use your Google Translate there and then come to me and ask me something that you quite don't understand. But please keep it in English. Is that okay? I think I'm good. You guys are in the IELTS class. Your English is maybe better than me. Your English is better than mine. So I guess that's okay, right? So we have a deal. Hello?
Yeah. Okay.
Right. Yes. And especially if I'm teaching you listening and speaking. So I'm not going to talk about the writing and also reading. That's not my focus because we share the same, because we share this class with Miss, Miss Nina, yeah. So you guys met Miss Nina last meeting?
Yeah.
Yeah, we have.
Yeah. She was lovely, I guess, but I never met her before. I don't know her. Yeah, in Golden English, actually, all the teachers are full all over Indonesia, so we don't know personally which communicate. So, Rahmuna Hidayati, it's time for you to introduce yourself.
Oh, okay. Thank you. So what can I call you, Mr. Erlangga or Angga or?
You can call me Mr. Ega.
Ega, okay. Nice to meet you virtually, Mr. Ega. So, yeah, my name is Rahmona, but you can call me Mona. Currently I'm working in Jakarta, but my hometown is from Balikpapan, is Kalimantan, and I'm 25 years old and going to 26.
Oh, you are so young. Okay, Mona. So why do you take IELTS class? Do you think you're going to continue your study?
Yeah, I've planned to study abroad, to pursuing my master degree. Yeah, I hope
In
so. With
in what?
IELTS can support me.
Your master degree in what?
Oh, psychology.
Psychology. Wow. So is it the same thing with the same major that you took for your undergraduate?
Yeah. So my
Yeah,
bachelor
you
degree
have
is on it.
to have that same major because it will make you easier to get accepted by the university that you apply to.
Yeah, I hope so.
So guys, have you seen my website? There's
Um,
also a video where I share my experience in getting accepted by universities in the UK. Maybe you guys can get some kind of inspiration. I don't know. Guys, I think UK has the one of the best education system in the whole world. So if you want to continue your study, it's UK is the best. Well,
Okay.
Australia, I think I've seen it online. That, some people believe that in Australia they kind of. I'm sorry, Regine, but there's a on YouTube that they kind of made a documentation, and some of the Australian universities are really money oriented. Sorry, this is the truth. But yeah, and also the same thing with the US. I also applied for the US university, just like University of Missouri, and also American University in Washington. But they always ask me to pay for the registration fee, which I think that maybe I could afford to pay for it. It's like $100, which means I think it's equal in rupiah as I don't know, it's around 1.4 million rupiah, which is not a small amount of money. Especially for a teacher like me. Yeah, teachers do not make a lot of money, if you know what I'm saying. So, Regine, if you think that you can choose Australia, especially in Melbourne, consider other countries as well, and please choose UK. I think it's better, some kind of, alternative. Okay, Regine.
Yes, sir.
And also, Sarah, you can also consider UK. And not about Netherlands.
Okay. I will choose the UK.
Yeah, and your English will be British, man. British. A drink of water. Yeah, maybe that's the only. Well, because I chose the UK, of course, because English came from the UK. To be precise, in the England, you know, they used to come from German Anglo tribes. And yeah, pretty much like Bahasa Indonesia came from Malay and then evolved into modern Malay, which is known now as Indonesian language or Bahasa. So yeah, English is pretty much like that. So I want to know where English was, originated, meaning some kind of born there. So when I involve with the community there, with the people there, my English will be better. And when my English becomes better, I will teach to Indonesian students with a better quality, and not only just teaching them the forms, something like that, but I can give them a better experience, and they could acquire the language of English naturally, without being forced. Well, I guess that's my reason. Maybe that's why I get the LOA for several from several universities in the UK. So if you want to know more, yeah, a little tips. If you want to go get there, maybe you can ask me, because now I'm your teacher, so you can contact me anytime. All right, so we are complete now. Aulia, are you already done? Have you?
Yeah, but can I take another minute to change my device to laptop? I don't know why my laptop is.
Okay. So Gerald, go ahead. Your time to introduce yourself.
Okay, hi, Mr. Ega and colleagues. My name is Gerald, and I'm grade 12. I live in Cibubur, and I go to Penabur High School. And
Oh,
my motivation to join IELTS is to study abroad, specifically in Canberra.
in Canberra. Is that Canada? Wait.
No, that's Australia.
Oh, yeah. I think when you also mentioned about the city of London, Canada also has London. It's really confusing though. Okay, Gerald. How old are you again, Gerald?
I'm turning 18 by the end of December.
18.
Yes.
Oh my God, you are also so young. I feel so old in this class. So, Gerald, only one country and one university?
Um, I'm planning to take my diploma in CIT and proceed to take my bachelor in UC, which is University of Canberra.
Ah, okay. If that's what you mean, and is that already? Yeah, your goal. It's okay. So you got already some kind of a letter of acceptance there, or do you need to submit more documents?
I think I need to submit a bit more of a bit more documents.
What are they? Is it only IELTS?
No, it includes a passport, um, progress report, and
Diploma of high school, yeah.
yes,
High
yes, yeah.
school diploma, yeah, things like that. And do you also write a personal statement? So, yeah, some kind of motivation later.
Um, my agent said so, but she hasn't contacted me about that.
Ah, yeah, you should prepare at least one. And yeah, at least when they ask you, you'll be ready. Oh, I got already. Oh, just upload it. So what is requirement? The overall score.
The requirements for IELTS is 6, band 6.
Wow, it's pretty high. Yeah, yeah. Why I say high? Because usually Australia only asks you like 5.5 for overall score, especially for the undergraduate program. For the yeah, I mean it really depends on the programs or the majors that you guys are taking, because in some for some majors like mine, English education, English teaching actually, it's really only 6.5. And meanwhile, my friends who take the some kind of business or law, they ask for 7, which is higher. Why? Because you need to think more. And once you graduate, you will earn more money than English teacher. Believe it or not. Because yeah, that's why it's getting harder. It's harder for other majors. That's why they ask you so much. And in America, they will also ask you GRE, GMAT, and all of this mathematics. And yeah, that's not cute. And UK never asks you that, because UK believes in the third countries that they need to improve their education. So they will never ask you too much. That's why I think IELTS, your personal statement, and yeah, things like that, but never about the mathematics. They value your vision, but not your calculation skill kind of thing. Yeah, that's why I think I don't really believe in American education system. Their system is already good, but something kind of ruined it. Well, in my opinion, it's like that. But I guess you guys have different opinion. And for you guys who want to apply for university for your postgraduate or your undergraduate, don't only choose one country, choose at least two, and don't in each country do not choose only one, at least two universities, because we'll never know. And yeah, we just never know. Um, I was applying for University of Liverpool and also University of Dundee in the UK, and I get accepted by all of this, by those two universities. But then I never expected that I get accepted by University of St Andrews, and but here I am. I get the LOA. I'm just waiting for the funding. Maybe next year I will try to find a funding again, which is scholarship, such as LPDP, as you know, as Australian Award Scholarship, and a chevening for UK government. Yeah, that's it, guys. Long story short, I still failed last year for LPDP, but it's okay. I will never stop. All right, Sharani, I would like to know your story. Why do you take IELTS class? Tell me.
Me? Okay. The reason I take IELTS is, well, basically as everyone, I want to take scholarship for like 2002, I think, next year.
Yeah. So, do you guys already some kind of no, have you guys found out where can you take IELTS? Which
Yes.
place? I mean,
Yes.
is it what?
IDP, I think, and British Council suggest.
Yeah. Have you been there? Have you been to those offices?
No, but I've done my research.
Yeah. So I took my IELTS this year. Oh, it's almost New Year. So, but it's still this year, March, and I took it with the computer delivered. So it's not paper based, and it was faster. I only got the result for 3 days, so it was faster and also more accurate. And you guys, if they have some kind of a guarantee, if you think that you're speaking or reading or any kind of skill that you feel like, oh, it's the score is too low, then you can pay for 1.7 million to British Council to retake those skills that you feel like lacking. For example, oh my God, my reading skill is not high enough, so I need to retake it. So you pay 1.7 million, and when you got the result and the score is higher than previous one, they will turn your money. They will give your money back. So that's the kind of guarantee. But I don't know if next year if they still have that. Uh, they still have that service. I don't know. Just maybe try. Did you know that before, guys? Let me turn off. It's quite hot. Did you know that information?
Not yet. This is my first time.
Not yet, sir.
Yeah. So also in British Council, their listening quality is the best. I don't know. I've never been to IDP, but I think when you listen to the audio, you feel like the people who are talking in the audio are next to you. They're pretty close, so it's very convenient, comfortable. Now, Alia, hello.
Hello.
So you
Mr.
already.
Amanda.
Hi.
I introduce myself right now, or
Yep.
okay. My name is Alia Devi. You can call me Alia or Devi. It's whatever you want. So I'm currently working in Jakarta, but my hometown is in Malang. And why I want to take IELTS test or IELTS course because I want to continue my study to master degree, but right now I don't have a plan yet which country or which universities that I should apply.
What major, Alia?
I'm business. My major is
In business.
Yeah, in business.
Well, maybe later in the next meetings we will find all of your majors, guys. And yeah, I think for the country, Australia is good for business. UK is also good.
Maybe do you have any recommendation which universities that I can apply for a business major?
Well, the same with my university there, University of St. Andrews.
Okay.
Well, do you know why I recommend you that? Because the University of St. Andrews is the third oldest university in English-speaking words. Do you know? And in the UK, it's they're always in the third place, the third ranking. Yeah, after usually Oxford, Cambridge, they always replace each other. The first and the second is first, second. They always change the place. And then the third is University of St. Andrews. If you know Prince William and Kate Middleton, they used to be the undergraduate students there. So they met there. Yeah. Do you want to see? I chose University of St. Andrews. Okay, guys. Before we start the boring part, let's just talk about something other than IELTS. I'm sick of IELTS sometimes. Yeah, this is a University of St. Andrews. I don't know how many majors or program they have for master degree, but I chose English teaching. See, so yeah, I think they have some kind of reunion or something. Yeah, this is them. And if you something like that, postgraduate study, if you want to know that. And this is my forgot. This is LOA that I have, guys. Dundee, St. Andrews, Westminster, and so on. I do not Leicester. Yeah. So this is the LOA that you will get, hopefully. So when your LOA already says unconditional, meaning you don't need to submit anything. So try hard to get unconditional, not the conditional. Okay, guys? I know you can do it. And this is the the money that we need to spend. Do you know 20,000 pounds sterling in rupiah? It's around 500 million rupiah. Ooh.
Wow.
I don't think we can fund our own education, so we need to find the scholarship. So the scholarship is the only way for us to So let's just imagine that LOA is your ticket to watch a movie at the theater. But yeah, and then you can go there. But if you don't pay it and it's someone else, so you are not allowed to enter the studio, you know. I mean, if you already had the ticket, you can get into the studio. But LOA conditional, meaning that you have the money, you don't have the money, but you are allowed to enter the XX1, for example, but you're not allowed to enter the studio because you don't have the ticket towards the movie. That's the difference between conditional and unconditional. But the thing is, even that I already have LOA, they still reject my application. They still fail me for LPDP. I was kind of disappointed because they test me with the mathematic test that I don't even understand. So cruel, unfair. So you need to choose top courses, not a research degree. So you're gonna see, and so many. Yeah, we have the titles here: PG certificate, MI, blah blah blah, and you can choose the category or something like that. I chose this one, the last one, teaching English. But what was your major? Business? I don't know where to find this. Maybe in management or economy. Do we have economy? Economics, finance and economics. Management, do we have that? Maybe if you don't find a business here, well,
It's in management.
Yeah, all management.
Yeah.
Banking, so
International business.
wow. So you want to take this?
If I can.
Yeah, it's okay. So you can see all the courses that and see if international student 25,000 pounds sterling, which means around 700, I guess. Or maybe 600 rupiah. 600 million rupiah. Let's see. Modules, key information. Usually they have that English language test qualification. So you go to international entry requirements, but if you only want to see the English proficiency, go to here and see it. Because it's not my majors, I don't know where to go. UK. Anyway, guys, have you seen Spider-Man No Way Home?
Yeah, it's
No.
very good.
Not yet.
That was so good. I cried because yeah, it was so good, guys. Wait, where is it? I forgot where is it, man. Language requirements. So don't spoil for others who don't have the who, who haven't seen it. Yeah, where is it? It's always there. So you guys can, what is it? Yeah, you can see this. Maybe you gotta sign up first and then you will find out. But I don't know how this works anymore. Yeah, but you got the key. Oh, I was going to teach you listening, but I already asked admin. Where is the audio? I couldn't find the audio. Yes, Sanas. Sarah, listen.
I want to ask about the LOA. How do we know we will get unconditional or conditional of LOA? I mean, are there any differences about the requirements or?
Yeah, so when you apply for to get into the university, you see all the requirements. They will ask you to make a personal statement. You make it, you write it, and then you submit it. Once you apply, it's pretty much like when you're making. Well, it's so much harder than. But when you're making a Facebook account or Instagram account, you put this and that. You upload this and that, and if your documents are complete, if your IELTS meet the requirements, for example, doc, your IELTS is of only 7, but the university asks you to have then score 7.5, then maybe you will get accepted, but they will ask you to retake the IELTS. But only the world ranking university that asks you to have 7.5 IELTS, such as Oxford or Cambridge. So the thing is, guys, you don't have to get into the world ranking university. When you study abroad, it's already an achievement. You've already outreached and outdone so many Indonesian students here. So no matter what ranking that university has, as long as it's not in our country, it's already good. Especially in the, in the, what do you call that? Developed country, yeah, developed country. Especially in the developed countries, you guys are already impressive. So make sure when you see the IELTS requirements, you have to get into that requirements. If you see your university asks you to get 6.5, and then you have to target yourself, at least you will get 7 to keep to secure your IELTS requirements. Yeah, the key to get the unconditional LOA is you fulfill all of the requirements they ask you to. If they ask you to create a portfolio, some kind of history of from the beginning you work as a doctor or as a businessman or whatever you are, then make it. Map that portfolio. Yeah, that's a really complicated. So, but don't give up, yeah. Oh,
Okay.
Any question, guys?
Okay, thank you for the information.
Yeah. So make sure always come to your university's official website to see the requirements of your major. Yeah. Good luck with the scholarship hunters and also, you know, foreign universities out there. What is? I want to tell you guys, in IELTS course, it will never get easy. It will never get easier and easier, but it will get harder and harder and more difficult, especially in writing. I think my IELTS score, I got the lowest score for IELTS, for writing, because it's the hardest one, the most difficult one. So if you feel down or you feel like demotivated, you gotta remember your dreams. Okay, you gotta remember what are the things that motivate you to learn IELTS. There are so much more difficult English tests out there, but IELTS is one of them. It's like the the final test of English proficiency. If you get the IELTS academic, you just outdone yourself. All right. Any question before we continue? Okay, guys.
All good.
Yeah. Are you sure? Not take the IELTS.
Not like that.
Well, what can I say, guys? I usually hate giving you all the theoretical thing. It makes all the lesson become boring. Oh, they all have different type of lesson like this. They will give you. They all have different formats, but yeah, the thing is, they will tell you, is it conditional or unconditional? I was going to teach you the listening one, but I still can't figure out where the audios are. So instead, I'm going to teach you the speaking part. Maybe that's more interesting. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, IELTS class. In my, I used to teach writing and also reading. When I give the feedback for my student, I always be like this, guys. What you need to improve. And this is the example that I wrote. So you could literally see how can we answer this question with minimum words and score. But yeah, this is only based on prediction, not a real score. All right, before we continue to the speaking part, have you seen IELTS speaking on YouTube? I think you guys have time for that. Huh? Regine, what are you doing here? Are you joining this? Oh. Have you guys seen any IELTS speaking videos on YouTube?
Yes, sir.
It's pretty easy, right? What do you think? It was easy? I think you guys know that it won't be easy in real life. It's very quiet here. Because you already got the information about introduction to IELTS last meeting. Do you know how long IELTS speaking test is? How long does it last?
I think it's around 11 to 14 minutes.
Yeah, you are correct. 11 to 14. I think in this class, maybe we can practice more instead of giving you the theories about the IELTS speaking and how can you use different grammars. But yeah, we'll see about that later. Yep. For the speaking part one, oh, I forgot. How many parts in IELTS speaking?
3.
3, yeah. You guys are already familiar with that. Are you ready to practice now? I will prepare my answer here. What do you think, guys? Do you want to practice or you want to listen to me talking nonsense about IELTS speaking? Maybe just listen to yourselves. Because if you already know it, what should I do? It will be wasting time. Yeah.
But please explain more specific, maybe, sir.
Oh yeah, okay. I would love to, but as you can see here, well, I will make. I will show you guys more. IELTS training will get again the speaking frame, the speaking then description. Okay, so but there's so many here. Yes. Okay, guys. Well, I think in speaking, you guys need to at least reach 7 to 8. Okay, guys, because speaking is relatively easier than reading. So maximize your score in IELTS speaking. Let's see. Focus on 7 first. Sarah, could you please read this for fluency and coherence?
Yeah. Sorry,
Read that.
sir. Oh,
Yeah.
Band 7
Yeah.
speaks at length without noticeable effort or loss of coherence, may demonstrate language-related hesitation at times or some repetition and or self-correction, uses a range of connectives and discourse markers with some flexibility.
Very good. So if you guys always practice your speaking with anyone without uh, noticeable effort, I think at this point my speaking is still in 7.5, but not 8 because I still kind of have an effort to say what I'm going to say. But I think my effort is like native English speaker also like use like normal people. When you guys think about the fluency, it's not always about how you can speak quickly, but you speak without the effort or loss of coherence. Your your sound, your words, the words that coming off your mouth sounds clear, and also yeah, it doesn't. You don't sound stutter. That's what I mean, Evan. So what am I supposed to do to improve my English speaking, my speaking in English? So my best tip is for you guys. Do you guys love listening to podcasts? Because I absolutely love it. And I listen to British English podcasts by Charlie Baxter. Let me show you guys. Yeah, if you want to improve your speaking, you gotta listen to a native English speaker. British English podcast. Charlie Baxter. I forgot the name. I think this one. Yeah, Charlie Baxter. Charlie Baxter. Yeah. So if you have a premium Spotify, like I do, oh, sorry, I'm not breaking it. Yeah, it's just so cheap. Like you can buy or purchase like 45,000 rupiah for 3 months if you like it. So I don't know where you can listen to his podcast in his website, but on Spotify, you could literally just listen to his podcast freely for free. Some things. Okay, have you guys heard this guy before?
No,
No.
not yet.
You guys need to listen to his podcast. And also, if you, Gerald, love football or soccer, Premier English, Premier English podcast. I think that's, oh no, podcast. Premier English Premier podcast or whatever you like. Podcast section Premier. This one, yeah. It belongs to British Council, so it's really reliable. I'm gonna send it to the group, guys. I don't have the Spotify on my laptop. That's why you listen to their podcast every day. I hope that I I I guarantee that your speaking will improve so much better. Why it's not showing? Do you guys also love singing in English? Because I did. But no, I'm not going to sing. Sometimes singing doesn't really have any effects. All right, that was about your speaking in fluency and coherence. So minimum your effort. Don't always stutter in your speaking, and do not always say like like an American person. You gotta be more. Yeah, you gotta erase the word like. Like I was like, yeah. When you do the interview like that, I think the examiner will notice that you started with coherence and fluency. Lexical resource. I highlight this, and Mona, could you please read lexical resource?
Yeah, sure. Uses vocabulary resource flexibility to discuss a variety of topics. Uses some less common and how to spell idiomatic
Idiomatic.
idiomatic vocabulary and shows some awareness of style and collocation with some inappropriate choices. Uses paraphrase effectively.
Yeah, I think we will learn about paraphrasing. For example, when someone say a statement or something, I ask a question, and then we kind of repeat what they said, but with different words that have the same similar or similar meaning, aka synonyms. We're gonna use the synonym to paraphrase the examiner's question, but later. And for example, idiomatic. Do you know what's the meaning of what like feel under the weather? That's
Yeah,
also idiomatic. What that means?
feeling sick.
Yeah, doctor, you know that. So yeah, but not literally sick. Yeah, it's only just little sick, or yeah, just kind of not really well. But yeah, maybe only like when you just feel little bit sick, but not severe. You know, you know what I'm saying. And then when some okay, use some less common. When you use idiomatic, your speaking will rise. I believe you guys will and learn more about common idiomatics, you guys, because there are countless idioms out there. So you need to choose the most common ones. What's that? I think somebody knocking my door. I don't know. And also use vocabulary resource flexible. For example, you don't always say for example. Maybe you can say for instance or something like that. We're gonna learn that later. Gerald, could you please read this?
Uses a range of complex structures with some flexibility and frequently produces error-free sentences, though some grammatical mistakes persist.
Yes. So you guys, I think you guys need to learn more about grammar. Yeah, I know it really sucks to know. For example, in your speaking, I think most Indonesian people only use overuse present tense or present simple. But in your speaking, you gotta vary your tenses. Maybe you speak present continuous. or present perfect, for example, or present perfect continuous. For example, oh, I've been living in my hometown for 20 years and I never liked the people there, for example, like that. So you use the present perfect continuous, and then you use the past simple. So many tenses there. And also you could literally use if conditional, like if I were a president, I would create a policy where everybody can get a second chance to blah, 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 blah. I will give you those tips. So when you speak, you don't always use only one tenses because in Bahasa Indonesia, we don't need tenses. We don't have tenses. We only change the expression of time. The verb doesn't change. Yeah, like the word makan, it's always makan, regardless of the time that we speak. Is it yesterday or tomorrow? We don't use the word makan. We always, yeah. In English, it becomes at or even eaten, like that. Also, the last one is in pronunciation. You gotta notice it's pronunciation, not pronunciation. Okay, Aulia, could you please?
So all the positive feature of band 6 and some, but not all of the positive feature of band 8.
If your pronunciation in 7, meaning that, well, sometimes you are in here, your pronunciation, but some of the words are here that you say.
Oh.
Yeah, for example, uses what range of pronunciation feature? In here, maybe your pronunciation sounds like a native speaker. Sustain flexible of use of features with only occasional lapses. Maybe just a slip. For example, when you say analysis instead of analysis, analysis is Bahasa Indonesia. It's already adapted to Bahasa Indonesia. But the correct pronunciation is analysis. Sometimes analysis. Analysis because ly, right? So become lysis. So that's incorrect. Maybe your pronunciation is around here or maybe around here. Easy to understand throughout. So even though that Indonesian people have accent when they speak English, it's very okay. As long as you can be heard. Oh, also in your speaking, you need to use passive, guys, instead of only active. Can you give me an example of passive? Anyone? In example, do you like your Christmas gift and why? Because they sometimes ask a very random thing. Huh? Can you give me the passive one? For example, like this. Because do you feel happy when you get the present on your Christmas holiday, something like that? Maybe you can also use the past tense to answer that, and then come to present simple. When I was a kid, I used to feel very happy when I get the present. I was given the best present. So was given. The tenses is past simple, and also it's in the passive form. So your grammar is so complex. You gotta use all the grammar complex to achieve at least 7. And I think with that pronunciation, you could literally get 8. So learn more about grammar, open up your book again. Yeah. I know it's already hard for you to learn other things, but now you gotta learn grammar again. Hold on to it, guys. Believe in your dreams and don't give up. Well, that's it. That's our target for speaking. Okay. You guys have to remember that. Speak slowly. Do you want this? I can send it to you if you want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Thank you.
Mona, are you going to target yourself to 9? Yay. Maybe Gerald, also 9. You don't have to be perfect, guys. Trust me. Especially in your right in what is it? Especially your university for the listening and speaking, usually lower than reading and writing. So yeah, it always like that because general IELTS have the same level of difficulty for listening and speaking. Meanwhile, for the academic, they have totally different uh, level of difficulty for writing and reading. So yeah, they actually same. All right, let's see. Let's see this. Oh.
Good morning.
Morning.
My name is Michael Austin. Can you tell me your full name, please?
Zeynep Sanem Or.
Thank you. And what shall I call you?
Sanem. I prefer Sanem.
Sanim. And can you tell me where you're from?
I'm from Turkey.
Thank you. Can I see your identification,
Sure.
please?
Here.
Thank you. Okay, that's fine.
Thank you.
Now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself.
Okay.
Let's talk about where you live.
All right. So that was the beginning of listening. I think for the pandemic, they have kind of a glass in the table, but the position of is just like that between you and the examiner. In British Council, the speaking room was kind of there. It was kind of small, very small, guys. I hate that room. I think I want to take it again the next year. Yeah, I love taking English proficiency. All right. So this is the criteria. You can read it again later after I share you this PPT later. You speak in plain way that is to understand. All right. It was already shown the answer key. All right, guys, can you fill those questions? Can you tell me your blah blah? Do you remember what they said? Can you tell me your
Name, please.
thank you and what? You forgot.
Identification.
What can I call you?
What can I call you?
Yeah, and then and can you tell me?
Where you live?
Can I see your, please?
Identification.
Yes. Okay, that's fine. No, in this part, in the first part, I'd like to ask you
About yourself.
About yourself.
oh my god, you guys. Let's talk about blah blah blah.
Your life.
Where you live. Well, this is really late, guys. Do you guys wanna go straight to the practice? I cannot wait. Okay. Choose the best adjective to describe Senin. I think she was kind of shy, but friendly, right? Let's see another thing that she does. Only she named only one video. Yeah, they want you to analyze the name. Which two description below A to E apply to Chanel? What do you think, guys? From A to E. Her body language shows she is listening carefully. We only saw her like 30 seconds, so we didn't much, yeah.
B and C, I think.
B
But
and
okay, let's
C.
just guessing. Sim the way she's sitting makes her seem a little rude. No. I think
B and C.
B
B
D.
and C.
Yeah.
I don't know.
B and
Let's
C.
see. Yeah, I was right. No. Actually, I didn't. I've never seen this. Yeah, because last term for the IELTS class, I didn't teach listening. I only taught writing and also reading. So guys, are you ready to practice your speaking part? Speaking test, come on. But let's see. Put tick or cross to show which of these would be appropriate body language. Do you think a chewing gum because it has stick on appropriate? Hell no.
No.
B, what do you think?
That's normal.
Yes.
Yes.
I don't know, but I wasn't me when I took the IELTS. I wasn't allowed to drink a bottle of water. But I don't know. Let's just say that it's not allowed. It's inappropriate. But it could be appropriate. But let's see. Checking your oh my god.
No.
You know what, guys? They will ask you to put your watch, your phone, and also your pen, maybe, because they will give you the ballpoint, and they will ask you to put it on the locker room. So you go there to the examination, to the exam room, and you don't bring anything except for your, clothes and mineral water. But you need to, what do you call it? You need to kind of let go the logo. It has to be a plan only, yeah, without logo. Nope. I think, yeah, asking is when you can whatever
It's
you like.
basically everything is cross. If I
Yeah.
could say.
Asking the examiner you score at the end of the test. No.
No.
Shrugging your shoulder to show you don't.
So
No.
basically everything is cross.
Yeah, I think that is the case. Yeah, only E that is appropriate. Yeah, let's skip that. Boring. What is this? What do you like about your? Yeah. The part one will last for approximately 5 minutes. The examiner will ask you about final topic, yes, such as blah blah blah. What do you like most about your hometown city and why? Things like this. But I will use another IELTS later. If you get only short and do not answer fully, what will happen? For example, in here, the examiner asks you, what do you like most about your hometown or city? Oh, I like its traffic system because my hometown has the best blah blah. But what if you only say, oh, I like my hometown city because the people are so kind, our family, like.
You will get the low score.
Yeah, you have to explain more, elaborate. I think that includes in what categories that I feel like it's going to be in uh, maybe grammatical range or accuracy. No, no, no. I think it would be, oh, this is public version, yeah. So nobody knows, no one knows outside the IELTS exam about the real descriptors. So this is only, public version. The real description are confidential. So nobody is allowed to know the real one, the real descriptors. Let's see. I think, I've been teaching English for 3 years, and whenever I have question for my student and they need to provide a reason, they always give me like, oh yes, I like it because blah, blah, blah. And then only even I give them 1 minute to speak, they only use it for like 20 seconds. In IELTS speaking, guys, that's okay if you keep talking. The examiner will never decrease your score when they interrupt you to stop your speaking. For example, I'm talking blah, 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 and then, all right, stop. That you do not make any mistake there. You just, you run out of time and the examiner needs to continue to the next questions, but it will never decrease your score. So the best thing is that you know the situation, read the room. If you think that the examiner will stop you, you just need to stop your speaking. But it's okay if you think that, oh, I need to say more, then say more. They will tell you if you need to stop. Don't feel like, oh my God, the examiner just stopped my speaking. Am I making mistake? Am I going only to score 5? No, 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 no. Don't feel that way, okay, guys? So it's almost like almost 2 hours, and then I guess already tired.
Can I ask something?
Okay.
So it's better if we keep talking, but how if we keep talking, but the answer is not the subject.
That's okay. You are not the one who examine your score, your speaking. They will. So you gotta keep. So the examiner will never. Oh no no, that's not what I'm asking you about. No 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 no. They will like. They will be like that.
So it's okay if we keep talking about anything.
No, if you want to get at least 7, always keep it in the topic. If they ask you about environment, you also talk about environment, not about something else. For example, you're talking about marriage or something out of the topic, because this is the most crucial thing. You need to achieve the task. Who's asking again? I forgot. Is that Aulia? So Aulia, for example, I ask you about what do you think about climate change, and then you start your question, your answers with marriage. What has nothing to do with marriage? Climate change, marriage, maybe there will be something about that, but try to avoid something that out of the topic, because you get only 5 for that. I just got the training for that, and then if you answer out of the task, you get only 5.
How if we start in environment topic, but after that it's going out of topic, like the topic is getting
never. Always stay in topic. Never ever use something out of the topic. You gotta
Okay, thank you, Mr. Elan.
What's this? Oh, it's already answered. What's it? He answered naturally and fully, including reason. But let's see. We get already including reason for his opinion. Let's see. It says video 2. All right, let's see. Oh, can you hear the sound, guys? I just want to make sure.
Good afternoon. Now,
Yes.
Yeah.
in this first part, I'd like to ask you some questions about yourself.
Yes.
Let's talk about where you live. What do you like most about your hometown?
But actually, I come from a very small town with around 5,000 inhabitants. It's more or less 50 kilometers from Como, which is the main town. And the thing I like the most of my town is probably the fact that you can stay. It's a very secluded area, and you can you can have you can relax. So you don't have the stressful life of the city.
Mm.
And
is your hometown a popular place for tourists to visit?
Yeah, there are many tourists, especially in the summer, that flocking to my town and near town in Switzerland too, for holiday, for a week, for a month, especially from Germany, France.
And has your hometown changed much in recent years?
But honestly, I think it hasn't changed very much in the recent years. It's a small town, there haven't been a lot of change. But now there are not many people coming to my town as there were in the 80s. In the 80s it was very popular to come there, especially from Holland.
All right. For the question, do you guys notice from the examiner the tenses? The last question for him. What tenses did the examiner use? Sorry, there's something in my eyes. Has your hometown changed? Blah blah blah. So what kind of tenses is that? Ooh. Has your town changed? Wait. What's that? What sentence is that? Hello. Using, oh my god, seriously, there's something in my eyes. Well, I'm still stuck in my eyes. What is it, guys? Hello.
Present perfect tense.
Present perfect tense, exactly. So I think, do you think the speaker, the interviewee, and or the test taker answer with also with the person, the present perfect tense? I don't think so.
I think no. I don't think so.
I think he answered with past simple. Yeah, it changed. Yeah, it changed a lot, and then people can hear it like that. Well, at some point, sometimes it's okay to answer that way, but you pay attention to the examiner's tenses, and then you can literally reply the same tenses. Has your town changed for the last 25 years, for example? Oh yeah, I think my hometown has definitely changed for the last 2 decades. Ah, that's paraphrase. So what did I change? Only definitely, and also 20 years become 2 decades, things like that. So that's a paraphrase, guys. So we will learn about that later. Seriously, can I excuse just my eyes? My eyelashes, I guess. Please wait for a bit. Yeah, I'm back, guys. Yes, it's really stuck on in my head, in my eyes. Yeah, it was like one piece of eyelashes. Do you think he also provide opinion or reason? I think yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you think he started like I think I heard him say very often, like so many times. Don't you agree?
Yeah.
Eh,
Yeah, please wait a minute. Please. Okay, guys, I'm drinking. What am I drinking? Oh God. Do you guys want to practice speaking now? Let's. I just can't wait to see you guys. Let's see. Just for a couple of minutes. Oh, I forgot. We are live. We're gonna see this interview just a few minutes, and then later, this is also Indonesian person. Have you seen this video, guys?
No, sir.
not yet.
Let's watch it, okay?
Well, video lessons, a fully interactive course, and original practice exams. Get our premium package at aehelp.com. Use this discount
my
code,
laptop.
also in the video description, to save 10%. Now watch and learn. Welcome to the speaking portion of the IELTS exam. My name is Adrian. I will be your examiner for this part of the test, and I will give you instructions for each of the 3 parts. What is your full name?
My full name is Elang Darmawan, but you can call me Elang.
Okay, Elang. May I see your identification, please?
Yes, please.
I think his accent is very Indonesian, which I love.
This is my passport that I used to register for this exam.
This is exactly the way you take the IELTS speaking, guys. You need to take your KTP or passport. I took my passport. I brought my passport.
Okay, here's your passport back.
Thank you.
For part 1, I will ask you a couple questions to get to know you better and some questions on a general
Oh my
topic.
God, there's ads.
I'm sure you've heard how Grammarly improves your writing, but let me tell you how Grammarly Business helps.
Sorry, guys.
How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling a bit anxious because I really want to get a good grade for this exam. Otherwise, I'm feeling good.
What do you plan to do after this exam?
After we've done with this exam, I'm planning to go to the beach with my friend.
Let's talk about the weather. How often does it rain in your city?
It rains quite a lot in Jakarta. It could be 100 days in a year. Just like this past week, it rains cats and dogs.
What do you like to do when it's sunny?
As I mentioned before, I really like to go to the beach and hang out with my friend. So today I actually planning to go to Ancol Beach when it's sunny.
You guys can watch it later.
How do you?
With your own.
Any other media.
That is the end. About 2 weeks' time with the other sections, Elang. Remember to take your passport with you and have a.
Oh wait, that was the part
it can
1.
cause a.
I think part 2. Let's see. How can we say? I think this is part
2. Such an injury will not will be devastating.
Part 2.
Road rules to wear helmet, and for the motorists who do not follow the rules, they will get trouble, like they get fined, which I don't want to. And however,
have a great rest of your day.
Thank you.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
I think you guys know in part 2, the examiner will give you some kind of piece of art. They will give you and also 1 minute was given. Will be given for you to write some kind of notes, and you gotta answer all those questions. We'll practice that later.
Elong gets a band 7.5 for his speaking interview because he is somewhere between a good and a very good user of the English language.
I think 7.5 is already good enough. I get only 7 and he gets 7.5, so it's really impressive. Maybe he's also an English teacher.
He is clearly above a 6. 6 is simply someone who is fluent. A good user is someone who has a wide range of vocabulary, can give good answers and explanations as well as examples. A very good user is someone who makes fewer mistakes, who is even more coherent, and has to think less about their answers. Let me give you some detailed explanations and examples using Elong's responses.
Why do you call it Elong?
Firstly, Elong uses a wide range of vocabulary. This means that he is able to often paraphrase the words in the questions and also come up with some good collocations and good idiomatic language. In part 1, to express the idea that there is heavy rain in Jakarta, he uses the idiomatic expression, "It was raining cats and dogs."
So that's one of the idioms that you can get used, and when you use the idiom, you will get 7 above.
Furthermore, he uses quite a few collocations in the different parts of the speaking interview. He uses collocations like social creatures, preemptive measures, and safety gear accurately. However, at times, Elong is stuck searching for the right word. This is noticeable when he uses the phrase, "you know." Especially in part 3, where the questions get more difficult, you hear him say the phrase, "you know," several times. This isn't just simply a part of his diction, but it's a way that he stalls for time in order to come up with the right vocabulary. This shows that even though Elong has good vocabulary, he's not able to access it as quickly as a higher level speaker. It is bad to use the pronoun you in your IELTS speaking interview.
Before we get into it, why do we kind of not recommend you to use the word you in interview? Why? It's like, oh, you gotta use this because you feel like it's for your own safety. Why we are not allowed to use you? What do you think, guys?
Maybe it's such an impolite words, or
Yeah, inappropriate or impolite, yeah. But let's see this. But I think if maybe once it's okay to use it, but if you use it like to make an example and using you all the time, that is rude. Maybe let's just see.
This is because you do not want to speak directly to your examiner. It's common for people in everyday language to say you, like you should do this, or when you go downtown, when you watch this movie, even when we're not actually talking about that person. However, using you incorrectly in context leads to bad communication. A lot of students do this, but you must make sure that you avoid using you in your IELTS speaking interview. Again,
yeah, several times, right? I think it's okay if you just use it for once, for example, but if you use it multiple times, that will be a problem. So instead of you, what pronouns that we can use? Maybe we, or maybe I, or maybe they, right? Or maybe she. No, that's the completely different.
Again, Elong does this a couple of times, and it does lead to awkward communication. For example, in part 3, he says, taking care of injured people will cost you a lot of money. Well, in this case, I'm not really the one taking care of injured people. It's society, or it's the people close to those who get injured. So it's awkward and incorrect to say this. When you're doing your practice, pay especial attention to this kind of pronoun mistake. Don't use you, avoid it in your interview. So you have to be careful to use a more accurate noun than you. One strategy which Elong uses that is very good in the speaking interview is to use quantitative language. This means using numbers to give clarity and coherence, as well as to build fluency. In part 1, when he explains how much it rains in Jakarta, he says, well, it rains about at least 100 days in a year. When he talks about his motorbike helmet, he explains how many rupiah it cost him. This is really good to do in your speaking interview. Make sure to practice quantitative language before you sit your exam. Another good point for Elong is that he does use a broad range of grammar throughout the interview. However, one of the bads is that he doesn't always reflect the grammar of the question. Some questions are asking in the continuous form of the verb, while others are using present perfect, like this example here.
This is like we just discussed, okay guys. Verbs, you need to change the verb. Yeah.
How has technology improved safety equipment? In this case, Elong does not use the present perfect in his response. He simply says, it improved a lot. Instead,
this one
should say,
if the question is from present perfect, and also this is also a present perfect, right? It has improved a lot. Technology has made safety, blah blah blah. And remember, guys, in present perfect we use what verb? Imperfect. Is it verb 1?
3.
3. So remember all the basic rules.
It has improved a lot. Technology has made safety.
Some verb 3 have different form, yeah?
Safety equipment
or same.
Safer and stronger. You can definitely bump up your score by reflecting the grammar of the question. Pay especial attention to the past and present perfect forms. Elong does give a couple of bad or awkward responses where his grammar is off, and it makes it a bit tricky to understand exactly what he is intending to say. Grammar mistakes can really cost you because they lower both your grammar range and coherency scores. For instance, when Elong is talking about what happens when people don't wear helmets in Indonesia, he says, this will get trouble, instead of saying this will get a person into trouble. Also, when he's describing the helmet, which is good, he says the helmet has a visor to shut my eyes. In this case, he's using the wrong word. Instead of shut, he should be saying to protect my eyes.
Like this, right?
These kinds of word choice mistakes.
That's very Indonesian word, because shut. Maybe Alang says that it was like this, but it's not the correct word. It's not the correct vocabulary. So we need to say protect instead of shut. Do you guys now understand?
And grammatical mistakes definitely affect scores negatively. The big bad in Elong's interview happens in part 2, where he becomes extremely nervous. You have to control your anxiety. You can tell that when Elong becomes nervous in part 2, his fluency decreases as well as his coherence. When you start to feel anxious during your IELTS interview, take a deep breath, focus yourself. Remember that the sun will shine tomorrow. You're there to do your best, and you can't ask more of yourself. Try to visualize and imagine that the examiner is your grandpa or your grandma smiling at you. Feel comfortable with them.
No way.
Remember, you're likely not going to be the best candidate or the worst candidate on that day. Just do what you can and keep calm. Good luck the next time you sit your IELTS exam. To get many more video lessons like this one, as well as a fully interactive course, an original
Yeah, that was it. That's about we're gonna use the time to practice. I will give you guys some questions, and I think we're gonna do this together first as a group, and maybe in the next meetings you will have to answer the questions by yourself. Do you want that? I'm gonna break up the rooms and you have to answer it later. Yeah, sign manually, or maybe I can ask you individually later. Room 1 will be for Alia and no, for Sarah and Regina. Sign 2 for Gerald and Mona. Alia and Cherry. So you guys, listen, go to your room. I will prepare the question for you.